Hey guys, and welcome to lesson number 3 of the first module in Freedom Foundation. In this lesson I will teach you what kind of stores there are, what type of stores there are, and what type of store you need to choose if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, or even if you're an expert. I will show you what type of stores are all around and what one you need to choose at your status. So let's take a deep dive into my laptop and let me show you the secrets. Okay guys, in this lesson we are going to check what type of store you need to choose at a certain level in your career. So let's take a deep dive into what you're going to learn in this lesson. Well, first of all, you're going to learn what type of different stores there are, what my experience is per store, and what the benefits are per store. Of course, the question you guys are going to ask is what store should I use? And lastly, I will put a conclusion to give an answer on that question for sure. So let's take a deep dive into it. Well, first of all, please give a follow on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter. I would love to get your support there. I would love to connect you with there as well. So please support my Instagram, YouTube and Twitter. Secondly, guys, please share this masterclass. I think we can change some people's lives together. It would be amazing. For me, it would be amazing to share this masterclass together because I can only make impact on a certain amount of people. When we do it together, we can make much more impact on many more people. So please. Well, I do have a warning first, of course. This is the most important video of the masterclass, so please don't skip around. Keep watching and please take notes. And if you're thinking, hey, Jasper is way too boring, I have a pro tip for you. Put it at a video at 2 times speed to save some time. Let's get into it. So what are the different type of stores? And people are maybe asking themselves right now, are there any different types? What kind of types? I will show you in this masterclass. It's pretty simple. It is not too complicated. So I think you will learn very basically what type of store you need to choose at your certain level. So first of all, we have a general store. A general store is just a store where you can spam test a lot of products and it's not branded. It's just like very generic, like the name is telling you. I have an example here, mrslm.com. I don't even know how to pronounce the name, but it looks like this. As you can see, we have multiple categories on the homepage already, and it goes from home and living, smart and gadgets, to even hair and accessories and men's outwear, and everything you see here, well, it's totally different. What I notice is they have beautiful pictures on the front. I think it looks good, but still a lot of people that will see this homepage are like, what are these guys already selling? But keep in mind, we don't send from the advertorial page, from the Facebook ads, for instance, we don't send them to the homepage. We send them to the landing page. So it's all about the landing page. Keep that in mind. The different type of store is maybe 40% of the work. Like the rest of the 60% is just like your landing page, and that needs to be sellable and that needs to be convertible into very good sales. And I think this general store can still do very good numbers because it looks clean, their product pages looks clean. I think it's a very good store. I can check with you how it looks. For me it's now Portugal, but let's say we check one of the product pages. Maybe we can see what their bestseller is. This is PP Spy, so you can see the bestseller. Well, this is one of the bestsellers. Let me check, was that correct? Bestseller, yep. Let me check. This looks very clean. I love to watch it mostly in mobile, but this is very clean. It's very basic. It's very basic. I think this one, they did sell quite a few, but this one could be better. But this is typically a general store, how it looks like. As you can see, it's just like no branding, nothing. It's just like something that they sell. They sell everything. So let's go further. This one, I think it's very good to start with, but I think there are better options, and I will show you in the next few slides. So the second type of store is a niche store. Like it's saying, it will be selling products in one niche, maybe 2 niches, but the best thing is always to do it in one niche. Some niches can go hand by hand, like men and women's skincare, but on the homepage you have men and you have women, for instance. Petpatrolfamily.com, as you can see, it's a pet store. It's selling pet hair solutions, it's selling coats and jackets, it's selling like everything you need for mostly your dog. And I think this is very smart. It's a very good niche. People are very passionate about their pets, of course. They want to spend a lot of money on their pets. For instance, I have a Labrador, Diego. I spend a lot of money every month for him, just by toys, chewing stuff, food, everything. I think he has a better life than me at the moment. Just kidding. But I think people will spend a lot of money on their pets. So I think this is a very smart one. If you want to check it out, just type in the URL and you will see it. So this was everything around the niche store. Let's move on to the last store type of store. And this is, maybe it's not even the last, it's the third one. This is the one product store. So if we see this, for example, the cookiechips.com, they are only selling this type of cookie. I'm even getting hungry when I see it. When you see the URL, when you see the homepage, you instantly see what type of product they are selling. They are only selling this type of cookie. So this is what I mean with a one product store. They only sell mostly one product. Maybe they have like an upsell product, like 2 or 3, but the hero product, as it's named, is all around one product, and this is the cookie. I would recommend you guys to check this one out. This is beautiful branded. The homepage looks super clean. I will not open it. It's very spammy at my laptop right now. But I would recommend you guys to open it. So this is the one product store. And then we have the hybrid store. Well, what is a hybrid store? This is the last store that I want to talk about because not a lot of people talk about this. And here I have an example. It's Bleem.com. I don't know if you guys know this store, but it blew up like last year or even 2022. But in 2023 it went bananas, it went crazy. And they got started with like the first product, I will show you guys. This product, like this hair eraser, and that's where they got started with. And it's crazy, they did millions with this product. It's beautiful build. It's on the Shrine team, I believe it's called. And I think this is beautiful make, like you can see, oh, this was normally working. Oh, here it is scrolling. Yeah, you see like hair, no hair. It's very smooth, it's beautiful. Arms, legs, back, it's beautiful. They did like millions in revenue. They blew up on TikTok like crazy. I know many people that have sold this product as well, and these guys did take you down instantly if you did copy them. You can take down landing pages if people steal from you. It's called a DMCA, so that's what you can do. But I would definitely recommend you guys checking this out. And what do I mean with a hybrid store? Well, it is around with this niche about hair loss, but as you can see, the name Bleem.com, it can be everything. It can be like a landowner, it can be a pet store, it can be shoes, it can be fashion. You can sell everything around this name because it's like a very generic name, but it sounds very cool. And that's what they did as well. Like they have some multiple products, 7 products, and they tested like a few of them. So what they did a Gleam body scrub, they did a booty mask, they did the facial set that they are testing right now. So it's still in the same kind of niche, but they can still test a lot of products on this store because the landing page will look very branded. Look, it will look very branded. And that's what they do as well. Like here they see the skin, it's beautiful. This is what they do very well. So this is why I think this is very smart to do. Here they have some UGC content as well, user-generated content. But I think this is what they do very, very smart. When people land on it, people will not know that they have been making millions with hair tools as well. Customers will not know this. It will not be notable. So this is what I call a hybrid store. And this is why I'm such a big fan of it. Okay, let's move on. Well, what is my experience per store? Well, first of all, I started with a one product store in 2019. It's funny to think about it. I was just learning from YouTube gurus telling how to dropship in 2019, even in 2018. I heard a lot of like build a one product stores because these are the most highest chance of getting some sales. So that's where I started. Well, funny enough, I did find straight away a product that got some sales. It was this 3-in-1 multiple charger for your AirPods, your Apple Watch and your phone. Everybody knows this product. In 2019, I started selling this one. It did get some sales, but I was not still profitable. Well, in 2020, I was profitable for the first time with a pet niche store. So as you can see, I did also went for the pet niche. and it was called Little Feet, I believe. It was a very good name. So if you heard Little Feet, people are like, okay, then maybe it's a baby or a pet store. But I had some tiny claws and paws in the logo, so people knew it was a pet shop. And I did do very well. Like I did make my first 60K month with like a few €100 in profit, because I did make so many mistakes. But it was with the famous dog donut bed that I was selling in 2020. Then in 2021 I did almost 5 million in revenue with a general store. I had multiple, because what my strategy was, I create one general store in Germany, test a lot of products. Every product that is a winner or gets sales, I will instantly translate it to like 6 other countries. So that's what I did. I had like 6 the same general stores in 6 different languages. I tested on one main big store, and then I distributed all the products to the rest of the general stores. And I think this works amazingly. I think it still works very good, but it's very hard to handle, and you need to keep spam testing. So this is for the advanced people that have a big team that can do a lot of product testing and product translations, etc., etc. So please don't do this when you're just starting out. I will get back to it in a minute. Then for the dropshipping stores, what I still run right now are more niche branded stores like fashion. I run one fashion store that's just dropshipping, but I have totally branded around dropshipping, so around fashion. So when you land on the store, you will instantly see beautiful collections, men, women, shoes, etc., etc. It's beautiful branded, so people know that, okay, this is a fashion store. They think it's a fashion brand as well. And well, as I can tell you, my favorite is the hybrid store. That's what I use for my own brand. I have my own brand. It's in the healthcare niche, but still in this healthcare niche, I can test a lot of products because I have a very generic name. And the funny thing about like the hybrid store is, let's say we use Bleem.com with the purple branding, and you have tested every hair removal product that you could, and there's no winner. You can just change the branding to, let's say, black, and you can test all men products. So the name can be the same, but you just need to rebrand the store with a little bit black, bold, show some men pictures, and you can do some man beard stuff and man hair growth stuff with Bleem. So the name is very generic for both genders. I think this is very smart. This is why I love the hybrid store model. We can start with like one product or 2 products. You can start testing it in the same niche, the same angles maybe. And if you're like, okay, we tested all the products with these angles in this niche, you can move on to another niche, and you don't need to skip the whole website, because the website will have a lot of data as well. So what are the benefits per store? Well, with a one product store, you can build authority around that product. A lot of people use the one product store type to build a brand, but I don't think like a brand is a one product store. Keep that in mind, a brand goes much farther than just one product. But a lot of people use it to build a brand, because you find a winner on a general store maybe, and you're like, okay, this one can be scalable to like multiple 7 figures. You will put it on a brandable one product store, but don't name it around that product. I would still do like a generic name, so you can upsell a lot of more products. With a niche store, you can test a lot of products in the same niche. Of course, let's say in the pet niche, you can, how many type of pets are there? Like many, like dozens. So I think you can test a lot of products still in the same niche. But of course, you're not going to sell baby products on a pet niche store. That's what you're not going to do. That's something you do on a general store. So I think a niche store is very good to do when you like a niche. Let's say for me, I like the fashion niche. I want to test a lot of products in the fashion niche. Well, then you see a fashion store and the fashion niche store will make more sense. So that's what I would use. Then, of course, with a general store, you can test a lot of products in the same day even, because yeah. If you find a car toolkit, if you find a baby phone, if you find some pet niche products, you can put it all on the same store, and you can launch them the same day. People will not notice you will be advertising a lot of products, because they will only see the product that Facebook thinks or TikTok thinks that you need to buy. So I think this is a very good way to start with, even just to get some momentum and get some traction and learn behind what's advertising, how you build an offer, etc., etc. But I will get deeper into that later on. Then with the hybrid store, you can create a general name that can be reused for more products and niches. Like I told you, for example, the Bleem store, you can use it for many products and many niches. You just need to rebrand it. You don't need to cancel the whole store and start from scratch again. No, I think this is a very smart way to start with. But you need to do some more into the branding and the designing. You need to give them the feeling like you're the brand owner of this product. Let's say this hair removal. On the hair removal product, if you're advertising that right now, it would be smart to put it on the homepage, to put it even on the contact page. I don't care, but let's show people that you're just a brand around that product. And if it does not work, you switch the product and you start testing again. That's how it works. So what store should you use? Well, it is depending, of course, on the level that you are. But if you're just starting out, don't start with one product store directly. I think for me it would be stupid. Otherwise, if you have some experience with dropshipping and you have done it before and you have created an eye for dropshipping and you just want to start over again, a one product store can be good. But if you still need to get the feeling of a winning product and you need to still get the feeling about how to advertise, I would not do a one product store. So please don't start with it straight away. Then I would say make it a hybrid store and make it a generic name. Well, you can start with a general store that looks clean and not spammy. What do I mean? It goes back to the slides that I showed you with the general store. This one looks very clean. It's very nice branded, like clean colors, like just white, black and blue. Just keep it very clean and not spammy. Like, I think that it's very smart to make the collections next to each other with the same kind of feeling. A lot of people don't put any effort in the editing of the product pictures. So if you show the collection range, everything looks very strange. Like, check Amazon. Amazon is very congruent with their branding. Amazon is a big general store, of course, and they are killing it as well. Well, do you find a high potential product? I think that's the hybrid store is very smart to do. So let's say you start with a general store and you find the winner in the men care niche, then put it on a hybrid store, scale it there further and just upsell a lot of more products in that niche, because in that niche there are many winners. So now you're targeting just clearly this kind of niche. You can find multiple products on AliExpress, Alibaba that can be upsold to the current hero product. I think this works amazingly. Well, in the description I have a special link for you guys. If you want to start out your one product store, your niche store, your general store, you need Shopify. For Shopify you need to pay, I believe, at least $29 a month. That's what you need to pay. But I got a deal with them that if you click and use the link that I've received from them and I put them in the description, if you click on that link, you will get your subscription for 3 months for $1. So you just only pay $1 and that's it. So you can get started with your Shopify store straight away. And if you click that one, I will get a referral from Shopify. It does not cost you anything. And this money I can use to grow this community. So my conclusion, what's my conclusion about these stores? Well, every store type works. Everybody's like asking me, yeah, Jesper, what type of store can I use? What type of store should I use when I'm a beginner? Blah, 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 blah. Well, every type of store is working. Every product is working. It's just depending on the creative that you're putting out and the landing page and the offer. I think these three are the most important parts of a successful store. Well, that is just what I say. The store type is not the biggest change for an unprofitable product selection. What I notice is a lot of people test a lot of products and then they're like, nah, I'm testing it on a general store and I don't think that a general store does not work. No. That product did not work on any store. It was not like that the pet niche was terrible. The pet niche product was terrible on a general store. No, you did choose not the correct product. So I think your product selection is pretty bad. Well, focus on creators and landing pages with a good offer. This is 80% of the revenue. Like I told you, it's the 80-20 rule, the Pareto rule. Focus on the 20% that brings in 80% of the revenue. Well, in this case, it's just a landing page and a good offer. I think if you learn how to do that, you can kill it on every type of store. Well, when you see a big market with big problems and a lot of products with solutions, yeah, start a hybrid store around it. I think this is very smart to do it. So if you notice, okay, a lot of people right now are biohacking, for instance. Let's say the ice bath hype. Well, a lot of products can be sold in that niche that's around biohacking, but you start with the ice bath, you just try to sell it, and you upsell a lot of products that are complementary to the ice bath, for instance. Or for biohacking, you can do all natural and biological products for skincare for women, for instance. I think this is very smart to do with these kind of hybrid stores. I love them. Take an example of Bleem.com. I love how they kicked off and they did millions in the first year of launching. I think you can learn a lot from them. So learn more about a certain audience to understand the market better. I think when you're in one kind of niche and one kind of market, you will learn more about the market itself. And I think this is very smart. So you understand what your people, what your customers are doing on a daily basis. You know when they eat, you know who they meet, you know everything around them, because everything around their problems you have the solution for. And I think if you specialize in one big market, I think you can make a killing with your store as well. So this is not applicable when you're doing a general store, because you have multiple angles, multiple audiences. I think starting with a general store is very smart. Find your audience and go further on that. This was the end of the lesson about the stores. Please guys, let me know if you have any more questions. Please check out the description. As I told you, there are many useful links to start your online store, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.